Yeah, but we gotta schedule the public
We
hearing.
gotta schedule a public
Yeah.
hearing because they claim that they needed a
Yeah,
public hearing.
Time Warner agreement, does everybody remember that?
Yeah.
We passed
That was
that.
a communication thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, they're getting back to us and telling us that we have to schedule a public hearing, which I'm not aware of, and I still don't know why, but if they want us to schedule a public hearing, it doesn't cost us anything, and I feel, let's accommodate it. They must know that business they're in. So, I wanna schedule a public hearing, and we thought at the next
At the
meeting,
next-
right? You gotta
at the
have at
next
least
meeting.
10 days.
Yep, at the regular meeting.
So that would be at 6:30,
6:30 or 6 o'clock?
Let's go quarter after.
6:15?
How many people are gonna respond to a cable TV public hearing?
We putting
I
it
mean-
under old business or new business?
That's old business because
Okay,
we already, the board already approved to have Bill sign the franchise. He sent the franchise to him, he contacted me, said that they need proof that we had a public hearing and we had a resolution on it, which we
Okay.
don't. So, we gotta have it.
So we're doing as they ask.
I put the harassment, introducing the harassment law under new business. Okay.
Yep.
Mr. Supervisor, since we're under old business,
Yes.
last June, the fire department's got a check for about $900 for their insurance, and they haven't gotten it because you sent it back.
And I sent another request to the State Department for a ruling on that, because that money has to go to these fire departments.
Well, I was talking to Chief Nestle, and they could really use it, so I'm gonna put up a motion that we give $2,000 split between the 4 fire departments, $500 each, to start covering that check that they didn't get last year or the year before. So I'm gonna
Do
make
we
it-
have a second?
Uh,
Second. Can I make something?
Well, now we're gonna discuss.
Oh, okay.
Oh, write down your motion and your second.
All right, so it's Chris and Hank.
Okay.
To give $500 to each fire department to cover
That's what he said.
for 2 years, he said.
Hmm. Yep.
Can I say something now?
You
Under
bet. Now it's
discussion?
time to discuss, yeah.
They did get paid the year before.
They got paid the year
They
before
got,
because they
I
were.
called the guy, he showed me a copy of the check, and Frank Nestle signed the check, and I don't know how come Fort Plain didn't get any, but Frank Nestle signed the check, so they did get it. This is only for 1 year.
Okay, so.
1 year, last year is the only year that
Thank
they
you,
didn't
Linda.
get.
I'll amend my motion
Okay,
to $1,000 for last year.
okay, so $1,000 for
Yep,
the last year,
yep.
for 1 year.
For 1 year, because the check was 9 something, we should just make it 1,000 and split it. And then when we get the check.
What is it? Because I remember seeing that check, and didn't it come addressed to Palatine Fire Department?
That's
Yeah,
right.
Right,
Right.
that's right.
I
Nobody,
refuse.
yeah, nobody knew, because there's
Right,
no
but
such
these
thing
poor
as.
guys been waiting for the money, so I think
I'm
we
not
should
saying,
give.
I'm not saying that they're not, Chris.
Right.
I really not.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, it's kind of hard to cash a check that's addressed to the Palatine Fire Department when we don't have a Palatine Fire Department.
I agree with you, but you know what? We got $1 million. We should give them $1,000 instead of holding them up. These guys could use that turnout gear or whatever they're gonna spend the money for. Okay?
$900 don't even buy one turnout.
Well,
gear.
you know what? We should give it to them, and then when we get the check, we can keep it. Okay? It's not like we're broke.
But
and
what happens is, because didn't you send it back under them to, because we have 4 fire departments in our town?
Okay, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. The State Department contacted me, and they are doing a street-by-street study to see which fire department covers which street. And then they will allocate that check, and in all future rounds, send the checks at my request directly to the insurance, or to the, fire departments involved at the appropriate levels. It is not appropriate to give all 4 of the fire departments we deal with a check for $1,000. You can tell by the difference in the amount of the fire contracts that you are paying for tonight. All all right? It's way out of proportion. And these guys, if they're short on money, we're sending them big checks this month. You signed the vouchers.
I'm sure did, but I'm talking $250 a department. You don't want to give it to them? You held up the check since last
You know what'll
June?
happen? The state will release that money directly to them, and they'll get paid twice.
Well, you know what? Consider it a donation. These poor guys been waiting since June for this money. Okay, that's 9 months they've been waiting for this money.
And I've been waiting for an answer from the State Department that long.
So, my motion's here. You can either accept it or reject it.
Did we have a second?
Yes, we did. I
Okay,
accepted it.
then now we had the discussion. So now, all those in favor of sending out these checks to the fire department, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no.
Fine.
Clear enough.
Okay.
Good to go?
I have one other
Legal
thing on
stand.
old business.
Mhm.
It's not really, well, I guess it would, it's more addressed to Artie. Do you have,
No.
you may not, because I just found this out today on the county level. Do you keep any kind of record of organic farmers in the area?
I don't have it in the download.
You don't have it in the
That's so
town
many
road?
letters, no.
Okay. The only reason why I'm asking, Chris, I was updating my organic farmers file today, and I got your letter in
I
there.
got a letter in there.
But I've also got, I can't figure their two names, but the one on Dillonbeck Road
Billy Byler.
and the one on Groff Road.
Actually, it's Steve Byler on Dylan Beck.
Yeah, that's okay.
Stephen Byler, yep.
Yeah, and Coons or Tons over there on Groff Road.
Okay, and now Kenny DeBlock
Well,
Jr. is.
hear me,
Okay, go
well, hear
ahead.
me out first. I got a hold of Sarah DeBlanc, I think I got her last name right, DeBlanco, from our county health department. She turned around and got a hold of State Ag and Markets. Well, the state in their infinite wisdom, instead of breaking it down by county level, they've just put it statewide. So now we have to, out of like 1,900 organic farmers in the state of New York, now we have to break them all down.
And there's actually even more to that because there's the farmers that are certified and what's called transitioning because it takes 3 years to transition.
Okay.
Which was our letter. We're a transitioning farm because it wasn't organic when we bought it. Now it takes a number of years.
Right.
And matter of fact, David Mast on he has his property now on Indian Road and Stone Arabia Road because he bought those two barns over there. Is going organic, and a number of the Amish are also organic.
Well,
So-
that's why I wanted to update this file. I'm not saying that the county will ever go back to spraying roads, but if we ever do, I have to have this file updated, and right now I've only got 3, and I know there's a lot more than just the 3 of you. And so, just wanted to let you guys know that I'm working with Sarah on this, probably starting Friday. We're gonna go down through and start.
So should
I'm just saying.
I tell the other guys that like the farmers that are doing letters? Should I say it has to come over to you?
Well, I should go to the county health department first, and then let them send the letter to me.
Okay, because the way I did it is I dropped it off at health and then
Right.
brought it over, and you guys actually stamped it that you got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But what I'm just saying is, in light of all this, probably wouldn't hurt to have the town start keeping a record of it, especially on the town roads. Not that we say we'd ever start spraying again, but
Well, it's a really tricky thing because a guy could lose his certification if someone sprayed the road when they have the letter in.
well, that's just it. If we know about the letter, but if we don't have the letter, and all of a sudden we're going our own spraying, and all of a sudden the guy says, "Whoa, what are you doing? I'm organic." Well,
Right.
kind of sorry about your bad luck, but I got no record of it.
Well, see, that's right. That's the problem. That's why I made sure everybody
But like I
gets a
said,
separate copy.
instead of the state breaking it down by county, because Sarah never got any of this stuff, it automatically goes right to state ag and markets, and now you got 8,000 page list of organic
So the
farming.
county doesn't send it to the town then, if it's on a town road.
No. But that's what I'm wondering, so I'm gonna sit down with her, because 26 years, I know every road in this county, so we're gonna start breaking it down.
And it even gets worse because like Kenny, he's farming his place up there and he's farming a chunk on Stone Arabia Road. And he's certified organic. now. He's got it on both those.
Well, see, that's the problem we're looking at too, because you take like Don and Ephrata, it's in Fulton County, but it's got a 4-plan address.
Right.
Or a St. Johnsville address. So we have to break it down by road. But
I'll try to help you out as much as I can on that, okay?
Okay, next item, Fort Plain Summer Recreation Program. We got a bill from them. I gave you all a copy of the bill. I'm not familiar with this deal. Is this something we did last year?
Every year.
Every year,
I
so?
believe
We
it's
budget
budgeted.
for it every year,
Budgeted
the
for it.
Sanitary Youth
Youth
Center
Center.
and the
Okay.
Fort Plain Rec.
Look for a motion then to pay it.
I make a motion that we donate $14.50 to the Fort Plain Summer Recreation Program.
Second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Done.
I said aye, Linda, if you didn't
Yep,
hear me.
okay.
She got it. Okay, next, a motion to pay the abstracts.
I'll make that.
Second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried. Now, some of the fire contracts were included in there. They weren't all in there, were they?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
they were all
Are
in
they
there,
all
all
there?
four were
Yep,
there,
Okay.
yep.
Whew. Okay, next is, resolution, what number would that be, Linda?
I think it,
Next is a resolution to, move money in the 2019 operating budget to cover, the remaining balance on the roof, which, is $11,860.
it's resolution number 34.
Okay,
I'll
somebody,
make that motion.
okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, do we have anything else here? That's all I have. Okay, public comment. Yes,
I'm really happy to hear that as you move forward to looking at the 2 town buildings, that you're going to include money. I just would like to reiterate that one of the things that was missing in the last adventure was there was never a planning budget that was brought forward to the public or to the board. And I just can't imagine embarking on a major endeavor, even if you're building your own home, more or less looking at changing your government facilities, that a planning budget isn't developed. So I would really, I acknowledge that you're going to put numbers to paper, and I really hope that one of those numbers is a very thorough planning budget, not one that says, we have this much money, let's go for it.
thank you. Yeah, good point. Yes, anybody else?
I was gonna comment on the sheriff's office wanting the front of here. And I think that, and Chris's concern about the consolidation thing, if we have a courtroom that is up to par, and we already have sheriffs here, what's to say we wouldn't be the consolidation point?
That's right. That's exactly where I'm going. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
if,
So it would just benefit the town. It would make it look more acceptable to redo the building, make it acceptable for other towns if we were to absorb other courts.
okay. Any other public comments? Okay, a motion to close the public comment.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Second. All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion to adjourn,
I'll make that motion.
second.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor of adjourning?
Aye.